trouble in the streets. Watch out, RITES, Jambi's on the way.
Greetings, my name is Trevor. I'm the host, producer, and founder of Ambassador Radio. Ambassador Radio, which you're about to listen to, focuses on rare, obscure, and unappreciated music throughout the world. Some music you will love, some music you will hate. But I can guarantee you, in the 2 hours of this program, you're going to hear something you've never heard before. So, let's get started with the music here on Ambassador Radio. From a split 7-inch with the Shyness Clinic called The Boston to Little Rock Connection on Amulet Records. Everyone asked about her as a 4-piece that called Little Rock, Arkansas their home. Originally, they only had a few 7-inches and were much more of a regional band. They eventually became kind of like the holy grail of hard-to-find emo-core. The band had a very short lifespan from 1996 to 1998. Greetings and salutations. My name is Trevor. I'm the producer, founder, and host of Ambassador Radio. Thank you for joining us. Check us out on the web, ambassadorradio.org, where you can follow all those socials. And from there, please hit the subscribe button. We'd love for you to take part in all of our other musical and cinematic and art endeavors. Today's program is going to focus on the first wave of Emo-Core. So what is Emo-Core? Emo-Core was a music form that blossomed in the 1990s. Now, I did have the luck of being a program director of a college radio at this time. So I heard an amazing amount of what was original Emo-Core, which consisted of sometimes whiny if not screaming vocals, a guitar, a style that, was somewhat sluggish to kind of mirror the vocals. Of course, they were very emotional and usually dealt with things like lost love or loneliness, things of that nature. Your core group of emo-core artists at this time came out of Middle America. They were not wearing black eyeliner, covered in tattoos, wearing all black. In fact, most of them were wearing their work clothes, and they were just really bored, middle-class, white guys who wanted to make music that reflected their life. It doesn't sound like a great endorsement for emo-core, but it was actually very, very interesting. And there have been numerous changes. And right now in 2024, I believe we're in the fourth wave of emo-core. Part of the reason why I'm doing this show today is to help current fans learn a little more and dig a little deeper into a music form that has become truly a sensation of this generation, and that's emo-core. Contemporary emo-core pulls more from pop punk and also at times nu metal versus the first wave of emo. But the extremely emotional lyrics, immensely emotional delivery of those lyrics, at times a quiet and then loud, almost Pixies-esque quality. But also, currently, it takes in a lot of other subgenres that fall into the dark wave. Gothic has fallen under new emo-core, as I said, dark wave. It's a strange amalgamation of all these various genres that really don't have a lot to do with the first wave of emo, but it is still what it is. And I have to say, bands like My Chemical Romance are phenomenal, and they really, took things in a new direction with great songwriting and also a bit of humor. Other bands, Paramore, Evanescence, Avril Lavigne. I didn't know until this weekend that she was considered emo-core. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. But that's why we're doing this here on Ambassador Radio. We do occasionally do a thematic show, and today's show is emo-core, specifically proto and first wave. Right now, this is a track called Cherry Coke from a band called Karate. It's from their 1993 self-released cassette called Sometimes You're a Radio. Now, this band is more of a proto-emo band. They were out of Massachusetts, and their sound eventually became more jazzy. They did have the emotional lyrics, and the lead singer at times feels like he's literally, cutting his throat and letting everything fall out. A continual motif to all the waves of emo-core. So right now, this is Karate here on Ambassador Radio with Cherry Coke.
I say.
Claim your prize.
You're listening to Ambassador Radio. Check us out online, ambassadorradio.org, where you can follow our social media, get caught up on back episodes, interviews, and so much more. Ambassador Radio is celebrating 10 years of introducing listeners to the B-side of music history.
Drink deep, it's just a taste.
Reluctantly considered the first emo-core band, Rites of Spring with Drink Deep from their 1985 self-titled released album on DC's Discord Records. I feel a little bit more secure calling them proto-emo. Gabe Piccolo's vocal delivery and amazing emotional ups and downs really kind of created a base for what Emo-Core became. It was fronted by Gabe Piccolo, who eventually became a standout member of the band Fugazi. This short-lived band was formed from the ashes of a DC hardcore band called Insurrection. Before the Rites of Spring, we heard another DC band that doesn't really fall into the emo category, but their sound highly influenced latter waves of emo. And that's Burling Airlines with Wheaton Calling from their 1999 release called Mission Control on the DeSoto record label. This DC band featured Jay Robbins and Bill Barlow of Jawbox and Peter Moffat of Government Issue, a hardcore punk band out of DC. Yet again, giving a connection to the DC hardcore movement and emo. My name's Trevor. I'm the producer and host of Ambassador Radio. Today, we're going to take a stroll down the first wave of Emo-Core and proto-Emo-Core. What is Emo-Core? Well, at its foundation is emotional music. Music that, unlike punk, which was anarchist and very angry and, embraced social issues, Emo-Core was more about loneliness and boredom and the anger that comes from being raised in a suburban nowhere. Not all Emo-Core bands came from the Midwest, but yet again, the first wave and some of the most influential came from white, suburban, middle-class families in Middle America. It is only natural that they would adopt elements of punk and apply their own life. So there, boom, there's the basis of what Emo-Core was, and to this day still is. Now we're going to bring out the big guns, and that is Captain Jazz. We're going to hear a track called Old Messy Life from 1995's Burritos, Inspirational Point, Folk Balloon Sports, Cards in Spokes, Automatic Biographies, Kites, Kung Fu, Trophies, Banana Peels, We've Slipped On, and Eggshells We've Tippy-Toed Over. That is a LP name on the Man with a Gun record label. Captain Jazz features the high priest of the first wave of Emo-Core, and that's Tim and Mike Kinsella. Members of Captain Jazz would go on to form kind of the holy trinity of the first wave of Emo-Core, and that's Promise Ring, Joan of Arc, and American Football. So right now, if you want to point to a band that really started the emo ball rolling, that is Captain Jazz, and this is Oh Messy Life here on Ambassador Radio. for listening to Ambassador Radio. Check us out online, ambassadorradio.org, where you can follow our social media, get caught up on back episodes, interviews, and so much more. Ambassador Radio is celebrating 10 years of introducing listeners to the B-side of music history.
Teaching me whose will
That was 5, 8, and 10 from a band called Mineral from the LP Power of Following. Released in 1996 on the Crank record label, Mineral falls securely into that first wave of Emo-Core and even identify themselves as Emo-Core, pulling a lot of influence from Captain Jazz and a lot of other Emo-Core artists out there. Promise Ring, Joan of Arc, Drive Like Jehu. There's so many that I can't play for you, but hopefully these are bands that at least have a little bit of a familiarity to anyone listening. Mineral was formed back in 1994 and called Houston, Texas, their home. Before that, we heard a band that I truly adore called the Universal Order of Armageddon with Stepping Softly Into from a 1994 EP on the Kill Rock Stars record label called The Switch Is Down. This East Coast emo and screamo core band functioned between 1992 and 1994 and featured members of the punk hardcore outfit Born Against. And then way back there, we heard the crown jewel of early emo, the band Captain Jazz, which consisted of the Kinsella brothers and pretty much wrote the book for what emo-core was in the first wave, and also some of the basic tenets that still exist in the fourth wave of emo. Not Avril Lavigne, not Evanescence. I don't even want to go there. I watched a video with my kids the other week that had Green Day down as producing emo anthems. My name is Trevor. This is Ambassador Radio. Thank you so much for joining us. Check us out online, ambassadorradio.org. That's ambassadorradio.org. You can follow our socials, which I highly recommend doing. So much more in the world of music, film, art, humanities, and definitely hit subscribe on our YouTube so you can follow new shows and also special segments for Ambassador Radio, but also hit those follow buttons on our social media, and I think you will enjoy. If you've made it this far in the show, I think it's a safe bet. Right now, this is a band that I remember not liking, and they've grown on me. Like many of the first wave emo bands, this is a band called CAMBER, a track called Beautiful Charade from the LP of the same name that was released on the Deep Elm record label out of North Carolina in 1997. Deep Elm is important because they specialized in this newer music form that was really, impacting college radio, emo. So right now, this is CAMBER with Beautiful Charade here on Ambassador Radio. You're listening to Ambassador Radio. Check us out online, ambassadorradio.org, where you can follow our social media, get caught up on back episodes, interviews, and so much more. Ambassador Radio is celebrating 10 years of introducing listeners to the B-side of music history. That was The Current, a hardcore band from the early 90s that had one LP and several 7-inches. Their mix of hardcore and other styles were early influences on what eventually would become Emo-Core. Before The Current, we heard the Appleseed Cast, an outfit out of Lawrence, Kansas, formed back in 1997. Definitely pulling from the Emo-Core apple tree, but with flourishes of experimental music. Also on the North Carolina emo-centric Deep Elm record label. My name's Trevor. I'm the host, producer, and founder here at Ambassador Radio. I want to thank you for joining us for hour one of this kind of loose exploration of proto-emo and first-wave Emo-Core. I'm going to end hour one with a band called C-Clamp, which was formed in the early 90s and actually pulled a lot of influence from another music form genre that was really just catching on, and that's the slowcore movement. In hour two, I'm going to talk a little bit more about some of the influences on early emo-core, but also kind of, get you up to what I consider the fourth wave. So right now, this is The Passing by C-Clamp here on Ambassador Radio.
That
trouble in the streets. Watch out. Rights. Jamba's on the way.
Greetings, my name is Trevor. I'm the host, producer, and founder of Ambassador Radio. Ambassador Radio, which you're about to listen to, focuses on rare, obscure, and unappreciated music throughout the world. Some music you will love, some music you will hate. But I can guarantee you, in the 2 hours of this program, you're going to hear something you've never heard before. So, let's get started with the music here on Ambassador Radio.
Better than nothing. Better than nothing. Nothing is better. Better than nothing. And nothing is better than this. Better than nothing. And nothing is better. I'm better than nothing. And nothing is better than this. Better than nothing.
Better Than This by the New End Original from their Saddle Creek release back in 2001, Thriller. New End Original was a collaboration between Jonah Rosinsky Matronga, also known as One Line Drawing, with the band Texas Is the Reason. You're listening to Ambassador Radio. My name is Trevor. Thank you so much for joining us. Today we're taking a little stroll into a brief history of Emo-Core. So we're going to be looking at the first wave, as we've done in Hour 1, the second wave, and what leads up to the third wave. And I'll explain to you why I think we're in a fourth wave of emo. Check us out on the web, ambassadorradio.org. There you can find all our socials, our YouTube channel, all kind of stuff. Interviews, album of the day reviews. You can find older programs. So hit subscribe on that YouTube channel and also follow our socials via ambassadorradio.org. New End Original, in their own way, is very important in the growth of Emo-Core, in that around 2000, you started having Emo-Core bands that were influenced by bands like Sunny Day Real Estate, which really premiered on the scene about 1994, embracing more pop-punk elements. Now, this would be something that would then go on to the next waves. This is music from Texas Is the Reason, track called The Magic Bullet Theory, from the Do You Know Who You Are album released back in 1996 on the Revelation record label. The band is based out of New York City. They're definitely considered second wave emo. Several of the members of Texas Is the Reason went on to be part of Jets to Brazil and became members of Samhain. There's a weird Danzig connection to Texas Is the Reason. Texas Is the Reason is a reference to a song by the Misfits called Bullet. And then several of the members went on to work with Samhain. So that's kind of strange, especially when you think of a early third, late second generation emo-core band. So right now, this is Texas Is the Reason, and I'm sure you're not going to hear any Danzig in this, but here you go.
Coming from
You're listening to Ambassador Radio. Check us out online, ambassadorradio.org, where you can follow our social media, get caught up on back episodes, interviews, and so much more. Ambassador Radio is celebrating 10 years of introducing listeners to the B-side of music history. After the movies, from a band called Cursive, from their Crank Records debut, Such Blinding Stars for Starving Eyes, released back in 1997. Cursive was formed from the ashes of Omaha, Nebraska band Virginia Slowdown. Important seems like an understatement when it comes to Cursive. In 2003, they released an album called The Ugly Organ. And to this day, that is a prime release for the latter part of the second wave and the early part of the third wave. Did not play anything off this album because it was exceedingly popular. Now, with that album, you also have to put Cursive beside bands like At the Drive-In from their 2000 album, Relationship to Command. You have to look at the early and mid-level work of Bright Eyes, aka Conor Oberst, and also put it in there with 94's Sunny Day Real Estate release. So Cursive is no small potatoes. Before that, we heard Denali with Everybody Knows from their 2002 self-titled debut platter on the Jade Tree record label. Denali was founded in Richmond, Virginia. Denali also featured a female lead vocalist. Just as some other music forms before it, Emo-Core was very male-centric. To have females fronting emo-core bands or proto-hardcore or whatever bands that were part of that melting pot of emo-core was a rarity. So, that was wonderful to hear. That again was Denali. And then way back there, we heard New York band Texas Is the Reason. Welcome to the second hour of Ambassador Radio. My name's Trevor. I'm your host. I'm also the producer and founder of Ambassador Radio and Media. Thank you for joining us. And hopefully, 2 hours is not enough time to do a justice to the history of Emo-Core, but we're kind of taking a rough guide look at the first wave, the second wave, and the third wave of Emo-Core. And of course, we'll touch upon what I feel is the fourth wave. So check us out on the net, ambassadorradio.org. You can find our YouTube and socials there. So please hit subscribe. Please hit the like buttons. Please hit the follow buttons. There's so much more to Ambassador Radio than just the radio show. Kind of living dangerously on this one, but you really can't touch upon the transition of Emo-Core as a college rock phenomenon to a major label phenomenon without touching upon The Promise Ring, which was one of the first bands to come out of the ashes of Captain Jazz with the Kinsellas. I was lucky enough to actually, long story short, when I was connected with a particular radio station, we brought The Promise Ring in for a concert. The concert bombed, long story because of that, but gave me a chance to actually, spend time with the Kinsellas, members of The Promise Ring, and we even played a little bit of basketball. So just short little story there. But Promise Ring is very, very important in the evolution of what we are calling Emo-Core. This is called Tell Everyone We're Dead. This is from a 1998 single/mini EP called Boys Plus Girls on the Jade Tree record label. You're listening to Ambassador Radio, and right now this is The Promise Ring.
Caught without people or drink, I don't know what else to think, but I'm gonna grow wings and sing. I'm checking out. Caught without people or drink, I don't know down. We've got to speak and move. No more righteousness. Everything is far too wrong. No more selfish tears. You haven't paid for them. No more dressing up. Please leave your costumes home. No more looking down. You might bump your head, and the purpose is within yourself. The moment is within yourself. Your emotions are nothing but politics. Your emotions are nothing but politics. Your emotions are nothing but politics. So get control. Your emotions are nothing but politics. No more alcohol. It's a Kool-Aid substitute. No more heroin. Death is not glamorous. No more ruling class. You're a bunch of silly kids. No more image fight. It's just a sucker punch. It's just a sucker punch. And Earth wastes your energy. Suffering, waste, energy. Your emotions are nothing but politics. Your emotions are nothing but politics. Your emotions are nothing but politics. So get control. Your emotions are nothing but politics. No more number one. We've got to quit that game. No more attitude. Give it back to the TV set. Come on. No more tough gun stands. I hear your mommy call. No more suicide. It kills everyone. No more petty love. No more petty hate. No more pettiness. No more pain. No more pain. No more pain. No more pain.
You're listening to Ambassador Radio. Check us out online, ambassadorradio.org. Ambassador Radio Show is a program that abides by no genre.
Always caring, always mine, always reaching for
I figured before we go exploring more, we'll take one more visit to what is considered first wave emo, and that is centered in the Washington, D.C. hardcore movement. We just heard music from D.C. band Dang Nasty off their second album released in '87 called Wig Out at Denko's, the track called The Godfather. The members of Dang Nasty came from the ashes of Minor Threat and Bloody Mannequin Orchestra and was formed back in 1985. Before Dang Nasty, we heard a band that was fronted by Ian MacKaye, and I've already told you how important Ian MacKaye is, and he was the founder of Minor Threat, Teen Idols, and eventually Fugazi. Embrace was a short-lived project that had many of the key elements of super early proto-emo. Released kind of simultaneously around Gay Piccolo's Rites of Spring, which is also cited as potentially the first official Emo-Core album. Embrace only functioned between 1985 and 1986, releasing one self-titled album on Ian MacKaye's record label Discord. You're listening to Ambassador Radio. My name is Trevor. I'm your host. Thank you for sticking around this long. On today's program, we're taking a little bit of a look at the evolution of what is Emo-Core. And we just heard two examples of first wave Emo-Core and proto-hardcore, which then led into a second wave, which consisted of bands like American Football. And then we go into a third wave, which there was a precursor to that was by far more pop-oriented and eventually led to, okay, so everybody out there that remembers music and is about my age remembers the grunge explosion. The music industry has a long history of this. So there's a music type or there's an area that has a very healthy, thriving music scene. So the major labels like a Big Baby Huey go right on over there like Seattle, and then they sit on it and they just start signing bands with the hope of, reaching a level of success with these bands that they did with, say, Nirvana or Soundgarden. This also happened with emo. Bands like At the Drive-In, Cursive, these all led to a major label creation of what they wanted Emo-Core to be. So that's where you get bands like My Chemical Romance, which I have to say is truly the best of the corporate Emo-Core bands. You also have bands like Yellow Card. You also have bands like Taking Back Sunday. There are so many, and it's not even worth, talking about. We'll talk a bit about what I consider the fourth wave here at the end of the program. Oh, I also want to correct something. The band is not Virginia Slowdown. It's Slowdown, Virginia. Just want to make that point clear. Right now, this is a band out of Boston, Massachusetts, formed in 1995 called the Shyness Clinic. And they are sometimes best known for their Espo release from 1998, but also for them doing a split single with the band Everyone Ask About You, called The Boston to Little Rock Connection, which we touched upon earlier in the program. The album that we're going to hear came out in 1998 and was their only full-length album, called Sea of Red Lights. This is a track called Barcelona to Madrid, here on Ambassador Radio.
Conversation with the words that you wrote.
the ground.
That was music from a Canadian band that actually helped move along the third wave of emo. So bands like this made it possible for there to be bands like My Chemical Romance, Taking Back Sunday, Paramore, Rural Alberta Advantage. The band released their first album on Saddle Creek back in 2008 called Hometowns. And then before that, we heard music from the Shyness Clinic. My name's Trevor. Thank you so much for joining us here on Ambassador Radio. Check out our website, ambassadorradio.org. You can follow all those socials. Go to our YouTube channel, interviews, past shows, current shows. Click the like buttons, the follow buttons, the subscribe buttons, because there's so much more to Ambassador Radio and Ambassador Media than the radio show. Now, the radio show is a show that is specifically looking at and looks at what I call the B-side of music history. Before we talk about what could be the fourth wave of emo, I wanted to yet again let you guys know that this is not a comprehensive look at a genre, especially a genre that came from so many different genres and then broke off into so many subgenres into itself. We haven't even talked about Screamo, where there are many examples that we heard, and it's exactly what you think. It's emo in which you have screaming, but it usually is a singer that sings in a whiny manner, no offense, and somebody who screams equally emotional lyrics. So we didn't really touch upon that, but let's touch upon this fourth wave. Emo-Core currently seems to be an umbrella for a lot of music forms and also for an aesthetic. Some of the really highlight bands, in my opinion, working in this fourth wave are the Left Rites and TX2. I have to also point out the importance of content generators, specifically on YouTube, to foster the legacy of Emo-Core, but also help kind of define what it is now. One of the most popular being Johnny Gilbert, and I very much enjoy him. I think he's great, and I think he's really doing an amazing amount of stuff. But in the same effect, we're also living in that still corporate world in which now you can go on an Emo-Core cruise. It's kind of strange for me. I don't want to be the old fart in the room. But as I had mentioned before, I'd watched a pretty popular video on YouTube, and it was basically of emo anthems. And of course you had My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, Paramore, Taking Back Sunday, Yellow Card. There are just so many of them. But within that, you had Blink-182, Green Day. I don't feel it. I don't get it. I think actually, in certain ways, it's kind of a slap in the face of some of the really serious bands of that wave, aka My Chemical Romance and many of the bands that ended up being connected with corporate emo-core. But as I said before, this fourth wave is very aesthetic. So, if you are wearing black clothing, if you are kind of punkish, but also wear black clothing, if you're a goth, you get thrown in there. If it's just a natural progression of dressing emo, which, for the second wave was kind of like dressing how you went out to Walmart, to basically being a second generation of Hot Topic. There's good stuff out there. This generation also has an amazing ability to mix genres. So, there's a lot of new metal in contemporary emo-core, but there's also a lot of something I didn't mention before, and that is shoegaze. Shoegaze is instrumental in the development of emo-core from the beginning, so I apologize for not pointing that out. So, with that, thank you again. I've left out all kind of bands. Please, in the comment section, drop your favorite emo-core bands from the beginning of the use of the term to now. I'm going to take you out with another latter second wave, early third wave group, and that is the band Hey Rosetta, which is a Canadian 7-piece from St. John, Newfoundland, led by Tim Baker. Along with having a more pop-punky sound, they also started incorporating piano, violin, and cello. I'm going to let you go with Hey Rosetta. And until next time, I'll see you on the flip side.
When you got to the gates, what did they say? What did they say?
This is nowhere good enough. This is nowhere close enough. This is nowhere pure enough. This is nowhere